Have you ever noticed your mother sitting quietly for hours without saying a word? Or your father smiling less than he used to? Small changes, very small, so subtle that we often overlook them. They still eat, they still go about their routines, but somehow in their eyes, something seems to be fading. No complaints, no tears, just an odd and unsettling silence. Loneliness in older adults doesn't always come with tears. It's not loud, it's not dramatic. More often, it hides behind a faint smile, a quiet "I'm fine," or a gentle shake of the head, "Don't worry about me." But did you know? That silence may be the most silent cry for help. In this video, we will uncover 4 hidden signs your senior loved one may be struggling with loneliness, and more importantly, how you can help them rediscover joy, connection, and love in the time they have left. Are you ready? Let's begin. At a certain age, everything starts to change. But older adults don't always talk about it. Children move out. Suddenly, the house feels bigger, but also colder and quieter. They retire, saying goodbye to coworkers, routines, and the familiar rhythm of work they've known for decades. Mornings stretch longer and feel emptier. Then one day, their lifelong partner is no longer there. Only one chair at the table. The room is still full of furniture, but it lacks the familiar warmth of a loved one. Loneliness creeps in. When they stop attending gatherings, feel hesitant to go out due to declining health. They fear falling. They don't want to be a burden, and so they stay home more. Alone. What about technology? Zalo, Facebook, video calls, Zoom, a whole new world of connection. But sometimes, it only deepens the feeling of isolation when they don't know how to use it or are afraid to make mistakes. More seriously, some older adults carry signs of depression, anxiety, or other mental health issues that were never recognized or treated. Loneliness is not just a fleeting emotion. It's a serious health risk. Increased risk of heart disease, memory loss, depression, even early death. But thankfully, there is still hope. We, as children, grandchildren, can recognize the signs early and help bring them back into the light. Next, let's explore 4 silent signs of loneliness in older adults. Sign 1. They talk less but never complain. Have you noticed your mom doesn't call as often these days? Your dad replies to messages with just a few words, or sometimes reads them but doesn't reply? Lonely seniors often withdraw in silence. They no longer invite family over, no longer share stories or express their thoughts, and they don't complain or blame anyone. Because they don't want to be a burden. Because they're afraid of bothering others. And sometimes, they feel like they no longer matter. Don't mistake this silence for the peace they want. It might be a cry for help, buried deep inside. A true story. Uncle Tu in California used to be very talkative, calling relatives and friends every week to check in. But after his wife passed away, he didn't call anyone for 3 whole months. Everyone thought he was busy or needed space. But the truth was, he was so lonely, he had no words left to say. Sign 2. They change daily habits, quietly and abnormally. Loneliness doesn't just hurt the heart. It affects the body, routine, and mind. You may notice your parents sleep a lot during the day, but can't sleep at night. Eat irregularly, skip meals, or eat very little. Lose interest in activities they once loved. Gardening, reading, music. Some even stop caring for themselves. Dressing carelessly, bathing less often, losing their usual neatness. Loneliness drains the will to live. Many older adults say, "There's no one to see, nothing worth dressing up for." And so, they slowly retreat from the world. They're not lazy, they're lost and no longer feel loved. Sign 3. They talk a lot about the past and very little about the future. This one is subtle, but very telling. Pay attention to how they speak. Do they often repeat stories from long ago? Old memories of youth, the distant past? Do they have plans for next week? The upcoming holidays? Or even just a family meal next weekend? If not, if every conversation circles around the old days and ends with lines like, "I'm old now, just living day by day," that's a sign they're losing connection to the present and future. They return to the past, because that's where they still felt meaning, memories, love. The present feels too empty, the future too uncertain. Sign 4. They pretend everything's fine, but their eyes tell another story. Older adults often say, "I'm fine, sweetheart. Don't worry about me. I'm used to it." They always try to appear strong, but if you look closely, you'll see their eyes dim, their smiles tighten, their voices falter when no one's paying attention. It's emotional masking, a shield they wear to hide their loneliness, afraid of worrying or burdening their family. Strength on the outside doesn't always reflect the truth inside. It could be a heart in pain, but unsure how to express it. Summary: loneliness in older adults isn't loud or dramatic. It's quiet, subtle, yet deeply profound. And only when we listen with our hearts can we recognize these hidden signs. In the next part, we'll explore how to help them overcome loneliness. Don't take your eyes off the screen, because what comes next is filled with love and practical hope. Loneliness, though silent, is not something that can't be overcome. Sometimes, just a look, a hug, or a caring question can ease months of emptiness. So, how can we help our senior loved ones break free from loneliness? Let's start with these small, heartfelt actions. 1. Communicate actively and patiently. We often ask, "How are you feeling today? Did you eat, Dad?" These are caring us, but not deep enough. Try asking, "What made you happy today, Mom?" "Have you had any strange dreams lately, Dad?" "I miss your soup. Can you teach me the recipe again?" Small, specific, emotionally connected questions can open up more than you expect. They help them feel truly heard and connected. Call regularly, send pictures of the grandkids, or even write letters. Just a few handwritten lines can bring them joy for an entire week. 2. Encourage them to join communities. Loneliness grows when they stay behind four walls. Help them step outside, to connect with peers, to share joy. Senior clubs, music or dance classes, walking groups, church groups, local community events. At first, they might be shy or say no, but be patient and go with them if needed. Sometimes, one good experience is enough to reignite their zest for life. 3. Teach them technology, slowly and patiently. Many older adults feel lost in today's digital world. They don't know how to use smartphones or navigate social media, and this makes them feel cut off. Teach them step by step. How to turn the phone on/off. Make video calls via Zalo or Facebook Messenger. Send photos, messages, follow family groups. Pre-install apps and write simple guides. Most importantly, don't get frustrated if they forget. They're learning from scratch, with memory not as sharp as it used to be. When they finally video call, send pictures, or watch a clip of their grandchild. That's when love bridges the generational gap. 4. Make them feel needed. One of the deepest pains of old age is feeling no longer useful, needed, or asked for. But that's not true. They still have so much to share and pass on. Ask their advice. "Mom, what do you think about me changing careers?" "Dad, how did you overcome tough times when you were young?" Give them small responsibilities. Write down a family recipe. Tell the family history. Organize photo albums, garden, care for plants, tutor the grandkids. When they feel trusted, valued, and useful, loneliness begins to fade. 5. Remind them, aging is not the end. We often assume old age is for resting, or winding down. But no, it can be a time for new beginnings. Learning to paint, play music, or write memoirs. Traveling. Sharing life stories on social media, even YouTube. Tell them inspiring stories of people thriving in their 60s. Show them. Aging doesn't mean being left behind. It means living slower, deeper, and more meaningfully. Summary of Part 4. Loneliness can come knocking at any moment. But just a sincere question, a touch, a presence, can quietly send it away. And the beautiful truth is, you, yes, you, can be the one to lift that loneliness. In the final part, let's plant a seed of hope and a call to action so that love is no longer delayed. After watching this video, you might start remembering a pair of sad eyes, a missed call you never returned, a familiar phrase, "I'm fine, sweetheart. Focus on your own family. But you know what? Sometimes that "I'm fine" is actually loneliness, carefully hidden away. You don't need to do something grand. Just a simple message to check in, a surprise video call, a spontaneous dinner visit, a long, slow hug, and you've already touched your loved one's heart in a deeper way than you might ever realize. If you found this video helpful, please share it with others who have aging parents or grandparents. You never know. One share might help someone recognize that their loved one is lonely too. And if you're living far from family, how about scheduling a video call tonight? You don't have to say much, just listen, smile, and be there. For your loved one, that presence is the whole world. Drop a comment below. Have you ever noticed signs of loneliness in a loved one? What have you done to help them feel more loved? We'll read every story, and who knows, maybe your story will inspire thousands of others. And always remember, loneliness doesn't choose age. But love is for everyone. And everyone has the power to give it. You, yes, you can be the one to reconnect hearts that feel miles apart. Start today. Start with one small action. Start with yourself. See you in the next video, where we continue to build a peaceful, joyful, and meaningful aging journey together.